Hello, Senator McDonald. Thank you for taking the time to hear my story of infertility. My name is Aubrey Goichai, and I am one of your constituents, and I am unable to carry a pregnancy. In 2017, my spouse, Pete, and I turned to fertility treatment after trying to conceive for 3 years. We began in vitro fertilization, IVF, and implanted our first embryo in 2017, and on May 1st, 2018, we welcomed our daughter into the world. Immediately following the delivery, I began hemorrhaging. The blood loss was relentless, and the doctors scrambled to try and stop it. I went into DIC, an unexplained circumstance that causes the body to stop making blood clots. The problem was I needed a hysterectomy to save my life, but anesthesia thins the blood even more, and I was bleeding out so rapidly that there was no way to do the surgery. After hours of giving me blood infusions, the hemorrhaging slowed and I went into surgery. My chance to have another baby was taken away from me, and there was nothing I could do. Pete and I still had our last 2 embryos sitting in storage, and now I would never get the chance to carry them. Our only option to ever try and grow our family would be with the help of a gestational carrier. 3 years later, my sister Sarah approached me about being our gestational carrier. Sarah is married with 2 beautiful children, and her husband were done growing their family. She was now able and wanting to give us something that we yearned for, a chance to have another baby. We transferred our first embryo, and it didn't take. 2 months later, we transferred our second embryo, and it took. What a miracle! And then reality set in. This long journey has just begun. Michigan makes getting the parental rights to your own child almost impossible. Michigan law states that a surrogate parentage contract is void and unenforceable as contrary to public policy. This means the contract that the lawyer writes up between the intended parents, Pete and I, and the gestational carrier, my sister and her husband, would not be able to be brought into court. We need to go in front of a judge who doesn't know anything about us and ask them to give Pete and I parental rights to our biological baby, and they can still deny us. Giving parental rights of our biological child to someone else, even though they are my sister and brother-in-law, would be devastating. It would force Pete and I to go through the adoption process for our own child. How calloused could the law be to do that to us after all that we've been through? So I began a petition on change.org on August 5th, 2021, asking people to help spread awareness about the Michigan surrogacy laws and asking that they support our fight to see change. Over 1,700 people have signed the petition and are waiting to hear updates on how today went and how we keep moving forward to get the change that we so desperately need. I am standing here today begging you to review the Surrogate Parentage Act of 1988 and support changing the law so that a surrogate parentage contract is enforceable in court. Please help us. Please help all of the people out there going through this and those considering surrogacy to have one less fear while going through this journey. We are scared. We are spending our life savings to grow our family. We need your help to ensure that people like Pete and I get to bring our baby home as our own. Without a contract granting us legal pre-birth parentage rights, we can't even add our baby to our own insurance. These laws haven't been looked at in over 30 years, even though gestation carrier surrogacy has become more common. Please help us. Fight with us. Please help change the law so that the surrogate parentage contract is admissible in court. Thank you.